What is going on YouTube? This is your boy Like One Half and Do, and just doing a little podcast right here. Uh, I apologize to Dr. Feelgood. Sorry I couldn't make it because I was taking care of family business and stuff. So my bad. But if anybody else listening to this early, you go check out his OGL podcast. It just happened just a while ago. But yeah, couldn't make it because I was just, as I said, taking care of family business, making sure everybody's doing good. And also, like where we at right now, we getting hailstorms, so yeah. Hopefully, I don't get cut out while doing this because the light was been flickering on and off, power wise. But other than that, I'm just gonna talk about it's the right I'm talking away because I'm jumping around, talking about what's going on in the news of today, no, this week I should say, as everybody is getting crazy with certain games, and E3 is right around the corner. So of course, there's also a lot of rumors and everything going out right now. So it's just ridiculous stuff as usual. Everybody's starting to hype the rumor mill. E3 basically 2 weeks from now. So everybody's talking all kind of all about this game, that game, this and whatever. So we'll see all that works out. But I do want to talk about a couple of news that did happen this week that was crazy. Now I've seen this. One of them, I just watched the video and see how people spin stuff as usual, and it's sad that we can't do this now. I've done videos about this before, about a lot of saying that, I'm a unique gamer, blah blah blah, and all that stuff, and said that outside of the YouTube community and Twitch and whatever, not many people give a damn or care about the whole console war nonsense, which is a fake ass war, and all the dumb stuff that's going on, specs this, specs that. Not many people care about it. But drama sells on YouTube, so people do that stupid drama and try to come up with that. One of the reasons I saw it, people talking about Phil Spencer and the fanboy thing. Now, I'll say this. As a businessman at this point, Phil Spencer is an ant in my book. Because certain things, but he's a good spin meister. I give him that. I give credit where credit is due. Also, I will also give Phil Spencer credit as being a good human being in a way, because he's not done nothing. He hasn't done nothing really that's really messed up. I wish he had took the reins of Scalebound and wrangling the people in, so there wouldn't be the drama that would have came out of it. Because I think that game was on par to be another good game, and I do not know if it would have sell on Xbox, but I do know it was on par to be a really good game because I played the game when I was in Japan, and I was looking forward to it coming on PC since that's what's going to be on. So, but it's weird to see certain people who are hypocritical themselves said, well, we're going to be Phil Spencer, I like Phil Spencer because he called out the fanboys and all this stuff. You know what his tweet did and everything was pretty cool, and I understand that. But the way the person set it up to show how Phil Spencer is a cool person was weird, because he's the only person at that position who do stuff like this. No. Iwata did it. Reggie Fils-Aimé did it. Kazurai have done it. Like, All the companies have done it, and all the companies have bought each other's consoles. The CEOs or CEOs or COOs of those companies have bought each other's console. Again, Reggie has bought an Xbox One. Kazra has bought 2 Wii U's. I'm gonna guarantee right now he's gonna buy 2 Switches, 2 or 3 more Switches because of his family, how his family set up it. Because the Switch is more of a personalized console. Phil Spencer bought a Wii U and a Switch. Like, they play games. That's what it's supposed to be all about. Fun, having fun playing games. Now, I did saw Floyd 21, basically Floyd saying about, I saw somebody was saying an article about, they're saying that gamers are saying that games don't need to be fun. Well, if I don't know if that's what they believe, that's what they believe. It made no sense to argue that because some people, I've said it before, these people are the social gamers. They don't care for fun. They don't care for stuff like that. They care for clicks and views to their Twitch feed or their YouTube channel or to their Twitters and all that stuff. They don't care about the game aspects itself. They don't. So I'm guessing most of those people are people like that. Because there's no way I would play a video game unless it ain't fun. That's for sure. And or making money out of it. And I'm thinking they're making money out of it by doing what they're doing. They're trying to monetize their videos or whatever to get some fun out of it. So that's how it works out. That's why I sees it. But I have to say, back to Phil Spencer, like, he ain't really, to me, what he called out, like I said, it's pretty cool, but he's not the only person who called it out. And I don't get nothing with these social gamers doing this stuff. 1 and 2, the fanatics. I think we need to call gamers the right name, but again, I'm a small child, so I'm gonna be the one to call it. The Sony fanatics, the Nintendo fanatics, because fanboy is so stupid. It's one of those things where I hate when words does not implement what is really going on in gaming. Just like I hate the word homophobia and xenophobia and all that stuff, because those words are stupid. They don't make no sense. A phobia is irrational, uncontrol of yourself, fear. I've never seen a person see a different culture and ball up in a ball and say, "Oh my God," or gay person. That's never happened. Never. Just say they hate people and done with it. But just like with political stuff, the city of gaming, we're making up words for dumb shit, just so they could express whatever. Or we taking some words and we changing around, just like how gay was always meant happy. Now it's turned out to be you're a homosexual. I don't get that, but I come from a different country that don't go for that. That don't understand that crap. But anyway, these fanatics is what messing up the industry right now with their game talk and all that bull crap. No company, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, none of them is perfect. Everyone has their faults. Everyone has their problems. Now, the understanding to say that these are great that this craziness of one gaming console. Like I said, I've said many times before, I say it again. I do not wish Microsoft or Sony ill will. I wish they do better, but I don't wish them ill will, because you know what? The more competition, the more better for the thing. Generally speaking, I want the competitions between Sony and Microsoft and basically PC. And I always say that because Iwata, Reggie, and dang it, I forgot his name. Oh shoot, she gave me one. I'm sorry, because like I said, I was just talking to family. My mind is not into the game talk as much as I usually am. But they all said we're not competing against Xbox because they're doing something different. They have their own ecosystem. They have their own games. They have their own stuff to do stuff. So they don't have time for They got no time for that nonsense bickering back and forth or whatever. They got the games, come out, enjoy it. But I do say we need to we need to just we need to call up the fanatics and just tell them, yo, dude, just calm down. You prefer Xbox, that's cool. You prefer Nintendo, that's cool. I prefer Nintendo, that's cool. But I do not. I still play, like I said, as I said many times, I play games on other consoles. Why? Because I just love playing games. I don't see, in my opinion, 200% to go pick up an Xbox or PlayStation. In my opinion, for me right now, do I want to pick them up? Yes. The one I'll pick up the most might be maybe PlayStation 4. A Slim maybe, because I ain't paying that much money for it, but I'm gonna pick it up. And the same thing for other people. If you ain't got a chance and you want old games for the Wii U library, pick up the Wii U right now before a lot of the eShop closed down and the servers and stuff, because they got some great games on the Wii U that I think you guys will enjoy. Just like the PlayStation has some great games that you can pick up. The same thing with Xbox One as well too. But you got to figure out what you want and just go buy it. Don't care what anybody else say about your preference or choice. Again, as I said from the beginning, I made this channel. Nobody's in your house paying your bills. So why you care about what other people think? You buy something, you enjoy it. That's the only people I chastise from since I've been on this channel is people who hypocritically do stuff that's hypocrite. One, and two, who well, mostly it's that because they always say, well, we don't want broken games, but to go out and buy the freaking broken games. That's weird to me. You don't want to buy broken games, but you go out and buy broken games. They carry that trend. That's ridiculous. But in that regard as well, too, we have people like look. This is why I say it's a random combustion of topic. So I want to ask a couple questions here. So I did saw a video with this is the other video about if the Wii U had sold, would it still consider suck? That's plainly and simply yes. The Wii sold more than the PlayStation and Xbox, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. But people still say that we suck. So we have that proof right there. Being in popular sales or something like that doesn't mean that it's going to be great or whatever. It's all subjective. But yeah, people are going to still say suck because they didn't want to play Mario Kart or Mario and all the stuff that came with Wii. No, it'll still be the same problem. So to that question here, that's my answer to that video. Now, to a next video I watch. Again, I have no ill will. What up, Yin Yao? I don't have no ill will towards Terrell. Again, I don't. We might disagree on things and whatever, but I have to disagree on something because he said he has video talk about hypocrisy about Mario Kart 8, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. One, I still don't get it. Why these guys are Nintendo channels? Why you guys always forget Bomberman Type R and 1-2 Switch? You didn't pick it up. Understandable. But those games were made for the Switch and exclusive for the Switch. It's a stopgap. They didn't get no games for the Switch. They didn't make no. It's gonna be the first true game for the Switch. Then 1-2 Switch is what? Nothing. Bomberman Type R is a game that is a third-party game, but it's exclusive. So what's going on here with that stuff? That part always irks me. I don't get it. But you're talking about how people saying they would never buy ports and stuff like that. That's one of the reasons I said back early last year. So you guys need to calm down. I you've heard me say this many times. Calm down on the whole. I would say, yo, you need to give us a heads up on these random talks. The whole point is called random. Sorry, random talks is random. I'd have joined Dr. Feelgood's podcast, but again, I had to take care of family issues, so that's why I couldn't join in. Because I wanted to join in, but I had to take look after God willingly, Monday, my mom just made it back home, and to surprise my grandma. My grandma's supposed to be making 90 years on this planet. God bless her. She has many more years after that. Still, she's still together. Still walks her own home, power sharp as a tack. So I hope I got her genes. I'm crossing my. I hope so. Please, dear Lord, let me get my mama's side genes, not my father's side genes. Not saying nothing wrong with that, because my grandma on my father's side is also 90, going to be 94 this year if she makes it. But and she made it all the way to 90 as well too. But then she deteriorated a little bit. But that's that again. My apologies. Yeah. Like I said, it's random. If I feel if it feels stuff that I talk about, that's what I do. So my apologies, my good man. But anyway. I am. Hey, trust me, yeah, I am blessed. I count it, because if it wasn't for my grandma, the first one I'm talking about, she's the one who gave me the inspiration for my company's name. If it wasn't for her, and then when I won an award show, a prestigious award show, she was the one I made sure to took a picture in when I was in London. Like when we won all those awards, it was me and her alone, because she the one who pushed me along in certain ways. Then in certain ways, when I was younger, not older, but when I was younger, but she did give me the idea and give me the name for my company, and I've used it, copyrighted it, bam, and register it, of course. And yeah, so I am blessed in that regard with that, that she's helped me, and hope she enjoys her birthday. I wish I could make it back down to my country to do it, but too busy getting stuff ready for tours, music, and the regular day job is getting crazy. But beyond that, getting back into the games. Thanks, Yao. I was gonna say here. Oh yeah. Like I was saying that last year. Like we need to cut down the whole we call it. The ports coming to Nintendo. I said, you know what? I had a feeling like the ports are all gonna come. Remember the video that I talked about my friend who's gonna sell his Wii U and he didn't know about the games, and he was saying gonna sell a Wii U because he might get the ports and stuff like that. That's one of the instances I was talking about. Like I said it way earlier than that, of course, but one of the instances I've said was that it was going to be a console that you don't know there's gonna be a lot of ports. It worked on the PlayStation and worked on the Xbox anyway, and I saw it was gonna come to the Nintendo NX at the time when it was NX. So not surprising. But I'll be honest with people. I picked up Mario Kart 8. I picked up Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I'm enjoying it. There are a lot of changes in there. I gotta compare and contrast more quickly before I want to do a discussion review on it, a quick one. But I think they added more sound profiles and stuff in the game, if I'm not mistaken. I'm hearing more stuff that I now never used to hear before, and that was on my surround sound TV as well. But I just said I picked up Mario Kart Deluxe 8 because one, all I had was a digital version of Mario Kart on a Wii. I was gonna pick up a physical version, but something tell me wait, and I waited and I picked up the physical version of Mario Kart Deluxe on my Switch. And I have no problem supporting. And what I think too, I'm not against people double dipping or triple dipping if they want to do that. If you think that the game designer and the game developers did a great job, go right ahead, because I'm gonna double dip with Shovel Knights and pick up Shovel Knight's Treasure Trove. Way Forward has done a good job. I think I might do. I'm not Way Forward Yacht Club, and I think I might not do the new let's see, Shantae's coming out on the Switch. I might pick it up again because I have respect for NC Create, Way Forward, like those smaller teams. I don't even call them indie teams. Those are just smaller developers because they're bigger than indie developers. They're their own studios and they're putting up stuff. So I like them. Let's call them the small fries. But I'm gonna pick up those game double dipping them because they have not really done wrong in a way. They try their best to give you a great quality game, and sometimes they give you freebies, which is awesome. Like I said, I pick up Gunvolt off of Bassmaster Zero for, let me see, Blastmaster Zero. I picked it up for basically Gunvolt the free because it was free from May 4th until May 17th. So, what up, Renegade? So, it's just one of those things where you call it, I will have to happily support good games. Now, Mario Kart 8, if they didn't change a lot of stuff in there, the battle mode itself is not enough for me, but they did change enough stuff in there to make me say, okay, it's pretty cool. I want to buy this again. So, of course, and this week I bought it twice because I bought a physical copy and gave it to my sister. So we got 2 Mario Kart Deluxes or anything. I'm doing all right, Renegade. So that's what's going on in that regard. Like that gaming, I don't fall into the hypocrite side of that, because I always said, I never said I would never buy a port or whatever, because I've bought ports and remastered. So I kind of was a little iffy on the whole, you bought a game last year and it's remastered this year. That one I'm not down for. That's ridiculous, because that's what the industry's been doing. But that's good to hear. You got your Switch, man. That's awesome. What's going on, Poppy 2K? Nothing's going on, man. Just randomly talking about the gaming stuff. This, what's going on? Because like I said, been busy as hell. But well, you'll get to that point where you'll die a lot, Renegade. You don't be talking that mess. Let me see. If you want a good, healthy face palm, check out Game Informer's top 100 RPG list. I don't care for those lists like that no more, because I saw one with Ryan and IGN. Like, I don't care what it is. That all I get, all that's subjective. If you go by the review scores, then it's good. Happy to see everything's all good, Poppy 2K. I don't care about that stuff. It's all subjective. I don't care if I don't care if what's that game again? Damn, I'm not in my mindset because I just came from talking to my family and stuff like that. Chrono Trigger. I don't care if Chrono Trigger is number 1 or 50th. I won't get rage out of it, because the gaming media has a point of making people argue for stupid sake. They're making these fanatics go crazy and say dumb stuff just to fuel their hunger, fuel this fake ass war we have. That's what kills me. But no, I don't care for that stuff. It's just ridiculous. But thank you, Mail Milk. But like I said, we have the so just to finish up on the whole, like I said, Mario Kart, got it, enjoying it. I'm gonna do maybe a little discussion review about it and see what's going on with that game. But I enjoy it. But you know what? The games I play the most, I want to talk about 2 things quickly if I can. What games I enjoy the most are basically, I gotta give it SNK. I don't know why you didn't put on it. I know why, and I know why and why not really to really fully do know the answer. But still wish you had put some of these games on the Wii U at the time. But I'm enjoying SNK games. I'm not gonna lie. The 2 companies I'm loving right now, other than on my PlayStation Vita, which is Trials of Cold Steel, that's the game I've been playing. I'm thinking of how I've been what do you call it? enjoying SNK games on my Switch. Alpha, what the name again is Alpha Run 2 and Blazing. I think it's Blazing something else. There was a shoot side scroll. It was top down shoot up Smurf and side scroll Smurf. Like I like him, and of course I'm gonna get World Heroes Perfect, and I mean like SNK has put out a lot of games, and Mark of the Wolves came out yesterday, so I got to pick that up. Like they put up a lot of games on the Switch. So basically, so far my Switch has been basically a Nintendo and SNK console. Really, it has, and I'm enjoying them. Let me see. Yeah. I was like, what's your thoughts on IO Interactive? As a fan, it sucks for me. Didn't think they were doing that badly with the only working on Hitman. To be honest, I saw this kind of coming because of the whole episodic thing that did not work out before for them. And again, Tomb Raider. I mean, Square Europe is a cluster. Is a clusterfuck right now. They've been last year. They've been a couple years before. When the first Tomb Raider came out, it didn't sell. They had to do a remastered edition to make the money back. When the second Tomb Raider came out, it didn't make money off the initial set because they thought it would have been, and that's why That's why the PC version got released way earlier than they're supposed to be released. Sleeping Dogs were the same thing. Sleeping Dogs first came out, didn't make no money, then they make the definitive version to make the money back. And sadly, it's doing the exact same thing for IO Interactive. Like, and then you got like 3 years, and then Final Fantasy VII doing 3 years out, and Final Fantasy 15 has not surpassed that 10 million mark. They need to at least get like fair to be in a good spot. Like, it is ridiculous with how, and this is what but you could say one thing about this year, y'all. You could see how I've been consistent. This is why I said the industry is killing itself, because I have no problem with companies. I don't want no company to falter and destroy themselves. But I think if you produce a good product, you should not split it up. You should not have a bunch of DLC. Like, I'll give an example. Unless you're consistent with it. I'll give a great example. I've seen people, and people will say that people will think that I am defending this, but I'm not, because I didn't bought it, so I am. Why would I defend it? But I love Fire Emblem's Awakening. It was pretty good. No, I love Radiant Dawn, Path of Radiance. I love the older games. Gaiden, of course, because Gaiden is the one I'm gonna do over Echoes. I'm gonna pick up Echoes right now, but so I love Fire. I'm a Fire fan. I ain't play every single game, but I played it good enough to enjoy it and have fun with it. And I played the game on classic mode because of the permadeath and everything. I played the original way it was meant to be. Okay. Awakening came out. Awakening had a DLC pack. They gave about 2 years. Was it 2 years or a year? I think it was a year. They gave you a year season pass, and they get year content afterwards. Afterwards, the game got released. Did pretty damn well. It really did good. So Nintendo saw that it worked out pretty good. So they said, okay. No, Fire Emblem Fates just came out 2 years ago. You have Birthright, Conquest, and Revelations. They already pushed the season pass on that too. I was like, nope, 3 games is good enough. I got 3 games. I think. Not saying that that they didn't have good content. Not saying that they might not have certain maps in there that you would like or expanding the story. That's all true in there and not. But I didn't buy it because I have 3 games, technically speaking, and I was like, the season pass, in my opinion, was not worth it. So I bought the games, I bought the games. I only played once, they finished Conquest, but I have all 3 games. But The first one I didn't enjoy it. Like I said, Conquest, I enjoyed it, and you got to finish it. But that's what I meant. Like I enjoyed that game. It is, and I know they're gonna put a season pass on Echoes. It's surprising, what you know, Echoes of the season pass. I'm not gonna buy the season pass, but I saw that was gonna come because of as Renegade and everybody knows, we have an off-air check. I always said people forget things. Their memory, they lose their memory or something. I saw it coming. So that did not shock me. Not buying it, but it didn't shock me. And people are gonna buy it. So but with that said, like when people are cutting up the games as much, I'm not surprised that that's what happened to Square. I'm sorry that you're right. I feel bad that that's what happened to Hitman and Just Cause and all those other idols games and everything. Like it's sad, but Square Europe has made some messed up decisions. Some decisions that's stupid, and they're feeling the consequences of them. People are not buying it as much as they thought. Hell, you got Resident Evil. You got like Capcom with the decision with the Disney Infinite, the Disney and Fluke cartoons. Oh, lo and behold, it's not selling. Who did not see that coming? It's not selling. Duh. And you gotta forget with Capcom with Resident Evil Revelations 2. So Revelations 1 was on the 3DS so well, but you split it up, and we split up 2 where you could put other costs that helped launch it. That kind of idiotic thinking is what made me think, what the hell are y'all thinking? That was crazy. But not surprising that game didn't sell. Let me see. What do you think? What's your reaction to if PlayStation 5 was the short E3? Are you just like to mess with people or something, man? I think you're a masochist, man. I'll say this. You just like to mess with people. I don't care. If they do a 5, that'll be all right. That's cool. They do a 5. I think that'll be the last console they make. It mostly more of a streaming console than a gaming console, but if they do, they do. They gotta find some way to combat the Scorpio's news. They got more. And here's the thing: most of the time, people are thinking about this. Oh, they gotta do this to combat them so they can make. No, they combat them for mind share, not for no console stupid war thing. They don't want people to like think, okay, there's Xbox, because in Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo, how should I say? Or brand name. Now, Xbox itself is more of a brand name than PlayStation in the regards of certain gamers, how they work out. You say Xbox, everybody knows what's going on. You say gamers, you said PlayStation also. People know PlayStation. Oh man, PS4, PlayStation. They know PlayStation or video games. You say Nintendo. People know it's games, but most people know it for more nostalgic reasons, Mario and other stuff, more than this because Nintendo keep switching up the console names. PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5, Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One. That's it. Nintendo, Super NES, X64, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, Switch. Oh, and let's not get this twisted, because I saw a video about this too. The Switch is the 9th generation for Nintendo. Let's just be what it is and stop making up this whole generation crap that people talk about. The PlayStation Pro and the Xbox One Scorpio are mid refresh. And here's the thing, both companies said that. So they're 8th-gen consoles. They're not new generation consoles, which is weird in itself. But the Switch is not a mid refresh. The Wii U did it, whatever. Right now, the Switch is on pace to outsell the Wii U. It's not a major refresh because here's the thing: PlayStation 4 is not out. Is not out. PlayStation 4 Pro is not out. Is not stating to outsell PlayStation 4 at all. So let's get that one part straight. But I wouldn't care if like you said, the mailman. I don't care if they show it off. Hey, that'd be cool. All I care about is the games. You show me games with the thing, and I say, all right, that's pretty good. If they have the PlayStation 5 and they have backwards capability, then maybe I'll be picking that up, and then I could maybe play my Cold Steel 3, SRWs, like other PlayStation games. That might be the case. I don't know. We'll see. But right now, as I said multiple times, I need to know what the games are. I've seen there's a game called Far Point. Looks pretty cool, but it's a whole VR pushing thing. I'm like, nope, not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. Sorry, Sony. And it's funny how they don't tell you the numbers about their PlayStation. They tell you, the PlayStation Pro is outselling the PlayStation Slim. Okay, are they outselling the regular PlayStation? And by how many numbers? Again, I don't like the same thing when Nintendo does the same thing too. So it's not a thing. Everybody does the whole thing without that base number. It pisses me off when people say numbers and don't have a base number to tell you what it is. When Nintendo like, we sold 66% more 3DS than before. Well, what's the base number? 66% don't mean nothing if I don't know the number. Why can't you state the number? So I don't like that as well too. When I'm doing stuff like that, it's annoying to me. But we have let me see. We have, like I said, PlayStation 5 comes out. It comes out. Pro Scorpio comes out. Same thing too. Right now, all I know is I got Echoes coming out next week. Well, not next week. Next week. I have Echoes coming out next week. I have Yep. Echoes coming out next week. I know I'm gonna get ARMS. There's a lot of eShop games that I'm gonna get, so that's one. And I don't know yet. Like I said, I don't know about what's like ARMS. I want to get Splatoon 2. I want to get, of course, but there's some eShop gems on there, like Wonder Boy. I would love to get Wonder Boy, Chemical, whatever it's called. I don't want to make whatever that also look interesting, so I want to pick that game up as well too. And what else I was saying? Oh, and I might do a video about this. I do have one thing else to say, which is this. So remember when everybody got their panties in a notch about just like I remember when I did the same thing with a certain person. But now, the Switch only have 32 gigs of memory. What is wrong with you, Nintendo? Blah blah blah, blah blah blah, whatever. Everybody that has a Switch, you could do this experiment because I did it, and I asked many other people to do this. And this is for people who don't have the Switch to understand why the 32 gigabytes internal storage didn't bother most of us. If you want to buy your games all digital, then yes, go out there and buy an SD card. I bought me an 120 gig SD card, 128 gig SD card off of Amazon. Excuse me, from Silicon Knights. That's the Silicon Knights. I'm thinking of games. Some Silicon for $35. Not bad for 128 gigs. And it's pretty good. So that's an example. So you want 120 gigs. And that's if you buy a digital game. Really. But go to your Switch. If you bought physical games, go to your Switch. Go to your data management. Go to your profile. Go to your data management and look at the file size of your physical games. You'll see. Well, if you have digital games, you'll see. Like for me, I have 58 megabytes for the two thing, and maybe about I think 199 megabytes for Blastmaster Zero. But when I went to look at Mario Kart, Zelda, and Mario Kart, not Zelda, because Zelda doesn't have an install. It has the updates. Mario Kart, 1-2 Switch. When I looked at the physical copies of those games, you know what I saw? Zero space. That's what they do. The Switch cartridge is basically a 3DS cartridge just redone a different way. These are good games that Nintendo compressed, and if you buy physical, you're not gonna use up that 32 gigabytes no time soon. Cause I sure know I ain't. All the games I have 3 virtual games on there. I ain't nowhere close to 500 megabytes yet. That's how small a space it is. But if you will buy a digital game like a Zelda or something like that, then yeah, that'll be a different story. And which they tend to give you the option to buy what you want with the hard drive. Because remember, same thing happened with the Wii U, where people thought that nonsense. I got me a 2 terabyte hard drive for my Wii U within 2 months of my Wii U for $59. And I showed you, I have a video about that on my channel. All I have on that there is 168 gigs of stuff. Now let's try that with a PlayStation and Xbox One. See how that works out, because you got to install all their games. People keep on forgetting, you do got to install nothing. Anyhow says near usual. Oh, not unless it goes to Nintendo. Near usual, like for real, like it's ridiculous. You're not using up no space or nothing. So I'm telling y'all, like, when everybody bring up stuff in an argument like that, again, it's weird. Like, it's funny. The video I just saw, before starting this podcast, talking about how, Nelson's report, because people don't know about the PlayStation and the Xbox One, is a there's less suspect because they just ask regular gamers, people who play mobile phone and stuff. Of course, they don't know whatever. Well, for people who those cities are basically code this. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. Basically, yeah, they're keys. The CDs on PlayStation and Xbox are keys. But going back to what the person sounds like, that Nelson stuff is messed up because mobile games don't know nothing about console games. Well, let's go with you. Let's go with that thing. You're one person who's an idiot, because I watch your videos time and time, and you still saying that 32 gig crap is a problem, forgetting that you don't install games. You do not install games. You forgot that. And that's that's the thing that always kills me. He took a special drink a while to understand that situation, and now he's toting it like, oh wait, when I was telling you about that, no, you didn't believe me, but now you're back on that Nintendo dick. Now you're like, oh yeah, this is. I'm like, what wasn't obvious before? What happened? Somebody pissed in your Kool-Aid and didn't tell you the truth or something? Jeez. You don't gotta install physical copy games. You might gotta do that in the future. One, and I can't hold third parties in the same rail as Nintendo. I can't. Two different companies, too many different companies, and too many people don't know how to compress. Like I said, NBA Jam, not NBA Playground came out, and the file size is bigger than Mario Kart Deluxe. That's ridiculous. That game is a small game, but has more stuff that people don't know how to compress. And I'm not hating the game because you don't have to compress. I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying how the industry is right now. People don't go compress. They don't clean up the code. Hell, look what happened to Prey. Prey just came out for PC, and again, it has glitches, problems, and it has corrupt saves files. You can check out GameSpot, you can check out IGN, you can check out Polygon, how to give them the scores. They have bad setups, and again, the game is by Bethesda. Yeah, a game that when your save files get corrupted and you can't play the game. Oh, go figure. Now, and a lot of people is looking for, oh man, when Skyrim comes to Nintendo Switch, it'll be awesome. And those who want to buy it, again, go ahead and buy it. Don't let me shun your prey because I'm not. But I've seen the caliber of making games, and just because they bringing this stuff to my console choice doesn't mean I got to pick it up. Because this just again, Prey just show me again. Why do I want to pick up a Bethesda game again? Oh, because people like it? Nah, I want a workable game. And I want to when I play my game and I save it, it don't get corrupted and I lose my whole progress. Sorry. But that's just me. Let's see. Renegade say, are you excited to play x86, the video game? You're an ass, Renegade. You're an ass. And I could picture you laughing right now saying that. No, I don't want no. Again, I don't do that stuff anyway. But this is again, all the stuff we just talked a little second ago is why the industry's dying, and people don't understand that. We need to keep. Too many studios are still shutting down, and it's sad. I wish people could understand that, but they don't. Our industry, our hobby is in jeopardy because people are doing stupid stuff. The fanatics are the vocal minority that takes over the conversation and mess it up for a lot of people. And again, that's what I'm starting to say now. I'm not saying no fanboy because that makes no sense. That's a dumb way of saying, oh, you're a fanboy. You're a fan and you're a boy. That fanatic means over enthusiastic with a tendency of craziness. That's what these are. So I'm calling Nintendo fanatics. I'm calling Sony fanatics. I'm calling PlayStation fanatics. Like, it's a fanatic. Of course I am. I won't deny it. Of course I know. Cause I know you always gotta say stuff and you have that crazy laugh. But no, it's just that's what it is. So this is what the industry is thinking of, like I said. But there are bright spots in there. So happy for a lot of the indie games this week that came out and is selling very well. And shout outs to NVIDIA. They went with Nintendo went with NVIDIA, and NVIDIA looked at it and said, hey, look at their market and said, wow, we have over $300-something million. We never ended on a rage with one processor chip. That's pretty awesome. So that worked out for NVIDIA, just like how IBM worked out for and Silicon worked out before. Even though the consoles never sold gangbusters numbers, the way that Nintendo does their money, does the games, they make money still. Same thing with the Wii. Excuse me, same thing with the Wii U. Let me see. A buggy game by Bethesda. Never. I hear you, man. I just don't understand it. I see a game that keeps on. I see a company that puts out a game that's buggy, and people tout it. I can't do that. If Nintendo was doing the same thing, I can't. That's like on Ubisoft. I can't do that. I cannot look at games that you keep on doing. That's why Capcom and all the other I can't do that. Mario Kart 8 came out pretty good, had no problem. Zelda came out pretty good and had not much. They didn't have no crazy problems. Like I said, there's no perfect games. So let's remember. I'm saying that. What I bought last year for Nintendo, Star Fox didn't have no problems, even though people couldn't play the freaking game. I ain't saw no problems in that game that I haven't taken all that stuff, and let's go on and on. It just never. It just that's why I support it. Same thing with Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight didn't see no problems. They did what they did. I have no problem double dipping. Same thing for NC Creates. I have no problem double dipping for them. Or way forward with Shantae. I got Shantae. I'm not played it on the Wii U, but I have a physical copy. But if they can give me another copy for the Switch, I will gladly put my excuse me. I already put my money to help people who have done good because I wanted to stick around long. That's why I spend most of my money on Nintendo because they have treated me good as a customer, and I have no problem rewarding them. Take out Mario Kart Deluxe and Mario Kart Deluxe and Bayonetta 2 and all the stuff and the Wii U and all the stuff that I double dip on. Take out that Nintendo as a tip. Like you gave me great service. Here's a $50 50%, 75%, whatever. Here's a tip because you served me great food and I enjoyed it. That's what that is to me. NC Create did a good job with Gunvolt. I bought one and two, and I would have bought the $199 thing, but you gave it for me for free. But you know what? I bought your Game Blast Master because you did a good job. Here, I'll buy it for you. Yacht Club, same thing. Here's another tip. I'll buy your game again, $24, no problem. You give me more content, and I love the first game. Here's a tip. Same thing with Way Forward. You gave me Shantae, love all the Shantae games. All of them have their own little uniqueness, but I love them. Hey, you put it on the Switch. Okay, I can move around and whatever. Since I didn't play the one on Wii U, I can play the one on the Switch. If it comes out, here you go. There's an extra tip in the tip jar. That's what I do with my stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do right there in that regards of helping them. I speak with my wallet. I wish other people's could, but it don't. So for me, I speak with my wallet. I spend that money. So and I didn't finish the story because people keep on coming in. So I'll say it quickly. So Terrell, you said about people hypocrite for buying. You say there's nothing wrong with it. You should stuff about it. You should own up to your hypocrisy. Do the same thing with the PlayStation 4, bro. I remember you asked on the PlayStation 4 Pro and you bought one. Nothing wrong with you doing that, but again, the card the kettle black on that one. Can't be doing that, man. Seriously. That's why I said I'm not. That's why when I bought my PlayStation Vita, I made sure I had a bunch of games to play on it before I bought it. I back up my talk. That's the way I was stuff. So I'm not saying I've never been hypocritical on this channel. I might have. I could say I can't 100% guarantee it, and I think I could think of like maybe 2 times I have, in a way. So I can't say out of it like that, but I try best to speak what I speak, and not compromise myself because there's a lot of people out there, like I said, who say a lot of crap that I could rewind a lot of videos that I know about them and they said in the past and say, yeah, remember when you said this and you said that and you said this? Why are you saying that right now? If you generally change it, then okay, I'm cool with that. But if you didn't, nah, can't really say that. So, with that said, it's 11 o'clock in my time. I gave you about 45 to 50 minutes because I didn't start at 10 o'clock exact. But again, y'all can go over check out. Some of y'all came over from Dr. Feelgood's podcast. Renegade, hope I catch you Friday, man. Like tomorrow. If you send up the chat, let me know so we could do the off-air chat thing. Other than that, hope you guys out there enjoying the rest of your week. Mother's Day's coming up. Y'all celebrate Mother's Day. Chill up with your mom. Send a little flowers. Send anything. Make her feel good. Hell, some mothers out there play video games. And mine don't, but there's some who do. And enough respect for those mothers up there. I think Sprite Mom is the one who taught. She used to play Super Nintendo a lot. So that's where his love for Super Nintendo came from. So like, big up for moms who are gamers. One, big up for moms who keep it, who don't feel bad for, kids playing video games. Of course, in a reasonable fashion. Don't be a jerk about it. If your mom says time to go to bed, whatever. But I know most of the people I'm talking about are grown people. So don't forget to go up, say Happy Mother's Day, help your mom, see what's going on. If you had a good mother, if you had a bad mother, You know, that's up to you to do that. And yes, there are such things as bad mothers. Just because you had a child doesn't make you a mother. Just like how they say fathers, hey, you're a sperm donor because all he did was give sperm, you're not a father. Mothers are the same way too. You're an egg donor. It takes a lot to become a mother and a father. So I hope that was not the situation most of you guys out there who listened. But if you have mothers, you have a good mom, a cool mom out there, or you're a single father and you're taking care of your kids, and you're a mother and father, go out there, man, and acknowledge that what they have done in your life. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your night, the rest of your week. This is your boy Liger, and you know what I always say: there's no perfect games out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply enjoy those games on all consoles, even PC, no matter what. Peace out.